Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylin. This will be a 20-minute flow that incorporates a little bit of a handstand practice or prep for a handstand. So we're gonna get started right away warming up our arms and our wrists because we'll be on our hands a bit. So turn over to a tabletop, hands and knees, all fours. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, walk your knees underneath your hips, spread the fingers wide and press into the knuckles of the palms. Inhale, drop the belly, open up your heart, lift your chest. Lift your chin. Exhale, round out, hollow gaze under. Inhale, heart comes through. Open up, lift. Exhale, round it out. One more here. Inhale, drop the belly, open up your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, round it out, hollow gaze all the way under. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Take the right hand, flip it back so it's facing your fingertips. Line up your wrists, spread the fingers still. Just draw some circles, so up and around. This is too much on the wrist to flip your hand all the way back. Reverse your circles. Turn your hand just to the side, but still warm it up with some circles. Now pause and center. Take the right hand, give it a circle off the mat, and place it back into tabletop. Take your left hand, switch it back. Thumb to the side, take your circles, pick a direction, we'll do them both. Same thing, if that's too much, just to the side, but you're gonna continue with your circles. Let's reverse, take it the other direction, nice and easy. And then come back to center. Left hand will come off the mat, give it a little twirl, then place it back onto the floor. Line up your knees, line up your shoulders, come up to the fingertips, so you're strengthening out through the wrists. On your inhale, drop the belly, open up your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, round out, hollow gaze all the way under. Two more. Inhale, heart comes through. Exhale, round it out. Last one. Inhale, heart comes through. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, neutral spine. Land the palms back down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's take a little pedal right and left. Shake out your head, shake out your hips. Just warm up this first down dog. Let's pause and center, feet hip distance apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Soften through your knees. Relax your neck so you're gazing back. Take an inhale and take an exhale. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Stack your shoulders, fire up the legs, squeeze the belly button in. Down dog, exhale, hips go high. Same thing, inhale, roll forward to plank position. Down dog, exhale, hips go high. Last time, inhale, roll forward to plank. Down dog, exhale, hips go high. Let's take one breath in and one breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Let's keep the hips square. So turn your right toes to face down. Press evenly into the palms and draw the belly button in. Knee to your nose, shift forward and just pause. So build some heat, get that core going. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, shift forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. Come back up onto your fingertips. So your heart is forward, you're light on the hands. Reach your right arm up toward the sky. So pressing into the left ball of the foot. Try to keep your hips aligned and then open up from the chest. Right arm, let's float it over the head. Circle it down around the right foot. Drop your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms up toward the sky. So low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Shoulders plug down, chest stays open. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more in. And one more out. Hands come back down to the floor. Tuck your toes underneath, your left toes under, pick your left knee up. Open up your chest. You can stay on the fingertips or start to fly the arms back behind you. Shoulders, hips all square in one line. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Hands are gonna come to the floor. Gaze forward, walk them a bit out in front of you. If you have blocks and wanna use your blocks, use your blocks. Left leg is gonna come off the floor for supported warrior 3. So it's less of like a nose dive. It's still a lift of the heart. The blocks are pretty nice for this one if you have them. Otherwise, fingers tips down, knee can stay soft. Flex your left toes to stay down. Take one last breath. One last exhale. Hands to the floor, bend the right knee, step your left foot back. Press your palms to the floor, step back to down dog. So lift to step back. Roll into your plank position, hug in from your belly. Stack your shoulders, fire up the legs, draw in from the core. Let's dip the heels over to the left. Reach your right arm up to the sky. you need to lower the left knee down, feel free to lower the left knee down. Now bump the hips up and open up your chest. Gaze down, right hand to the floor. Return to plank. Down dog, exhale, hips go high. Take one breath in, one breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Same thing, turn your toes to face down, square off your shoulders, square off the hips. Exhale, knee to the nose, shift forward and pause. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, shift forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Come back up onto the fingertips, open up from the heart. Right fingertips down, left arm peels up for your twist. Without getting funky in the hips or the shoulders, just press and open. Left arm floats over your head, circle it down around the left foot. Drop the right knee, untuck your right toes, reach your arms up toward the sky. Starting to get into the hips, keeping everything stacked. Core and tailbone's kind of neutral here. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Hands to the floor. You might come back to the fingertips, tuck the back toes under. Pick your back knee up, stay or start to fly it back. Power lunge. So we're rooting into the floor with the legs, heart is still lifted. Take one last breath, one last exhale. Hands down if they were up, walk them forward. Supported warrior three, right leg comes off. Hips are square, core is engaged. Fingertips, knee can stay soft. Blocks if you have them, one hand, both hands on the blocks. Take one last breath. One last exhale. Bend your left knee. Step your right ball of the foot back. Hands to the floor. Step back, down dog. Hips go high. Inhale, roll forward to plank position. Heels sweep to the right. Left arm goes up. Side plank. Notice my feet are kind of stacking in front of each other. A little bit more stability. Now press up out of the hips. Open up from the heart. Reach your left arm over the head. Gaze down. Return to plank position. Downward facing dog, hips go high. One breath in, one breath out. Walk your feet to touch in your down dog. So just a touch-toed downward facing dog. Walk your toes to touch in downward facing dog. Lift up high up onto the tippy toes, and then bend the knees where your knees go wide and your booty goes back. Your core is engaged. Give yourself like a little pounce here. So it's like you're working through the quads a bit, working through the core. And then gaze past your fingertips. You're going to take 2 hops to come forward. So bend down towards your heels, hop center of the mat, hop to the hands. Oof. The second hop will be a little bit harder. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, dive it forward. Bend the knees, tuck the chin, gently roll all the way up to stand. Shoulders down and back. Reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands down into your heart. Arms sweep right back up, breathe it in. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, prepare. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step back just to plank position. Strong legs, strong shoulders. Core is engaged. So we're taking plank just basically upside down. Downward facing dog, hips go high. Let's try that again. Walk your toes to touch. Lift to the tippy toes. Gaze forward, bend your knees so you have a little bit of like a pounce. Maybe you have 2 hops forward, or maybe you try to hop your feet in between your hands at the same time. Hop it forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up tall. Hands to your heart, exhale. Let's take one more pass through. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, hands down, just back to plank position. So shoulders are strong, legs are strong, navel is pulling in. Take one breath in, one breath out. Inhale, down dog, exhale, hips go high. Lift up to the tippy toes. Walk your feet to touch. Gaze forward, bend your knees. Same thing, 2 hops or 1 big hop in between your hands. Nice and easy. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold, stay low. Bend your knees. Sit your booty all the way down to the floor. Let's scoop the legs up, open up your heart, flex your toes, find a boat pose. So I want you to hold the legs from your core. You're lifting out of the back, you're squeezing in from here. Arms will reach forward. So a lot of times when we get into our handstands, we forget about the core. We're gonna lower to a low boat. So legs lower, hollow from your belly, open up from your heart. Squeeze your legs together. Lift back up, boat. Come back down, low boat. Inhale, come back up. Last one, exhale, low boat. Inhale, rise and lift. Cross one ankle on top. Let's sweep it through, downward facing dog. Plant your palms, step your feet back, down dog. Nice and easy. Reach your right leg to the sky. Turn your right toes to face down. Keep your shoulders strong. Knee to your nose, shift forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. Left hand down, right arm up, take your twist. Right arm comes all the way over the head. Circle it down around the right foot. Walk your hands forward, supported warrior 3. So for this one, fingertips or come back to your blocks. Square it off, core is engaged. You're gonna tap your left toes down to the floor. Try to stay lifted out of the hip. Squeeze in, gaze forward, lift your left leg up. Same thing, tap it down. Arms are strong, lift it up, gaze is forward. 2 more, tap down. Lift up, hips stay square. 1 more, tap down. Lift up. Bend the right knee, step your left foot back. High lunge, press to lift up. Shoulders square, hips square. Take an easy inhale. Take an easy exhale. Last one in. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back to plank position. Walk the feet to touch. Left hand, left foot, side plank. So stack the feet. Lift up from your arm, open up from your chest. Squeeze your glutes. Arm can reach over your head. Gaze down. Return just to plank. Downward facing dog, hips go high. Left leg will reach to the sky. Inhale. Flex your toes to face down. Exhale, knee to your nose. Left foot steps forward. Right arm down, left arm high. Take your twist. Left arm floats over your head. Circle it down around the left and walk your fingertips forward. Right leg comes up, supported warrior 3. So shoulders, hips are all square. Your heart is forward. This will help with your handstand. Right toes tap down. Try to stay lifted out of the hip. Right leg comes up. Use your blocks if you need them. It just brings the floor to you. Arms are still strong. Tap it down. Lift it up. 2 more. Little tap down. Lift it up. Try to keep the leg long in the back. Last time, tap down. Lift up. Bend your left knee. Step your right ball of the foot back. Low lunge to high lunge. Shoulders, hips stack. Lift up tall here. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. 1 more in. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank position. Feet meet. Right hand underneath your face. Roll to the right hand, right foot. Left arm comes up. Squeeze your glutes. Press out of the floor. Left arm might reach over your head. Gaze down. Return to plank. Downward facing dog. Hips go high. Take 1 big breath in. 1 big breath out. All right. So in this next one, your hands are going to be as wide as your shoulders. Walk your hands a teensy bit closer to your feet. So instead of like a normal down dog, I'm just going to walk them in. Feet come to touch. Lift up to your tippy toes. Gaze forward. Elbows strong. Core engaged. You're going to take that same bend of the knees. Then try to hit the heels to the booty without arching the back. So it'll be a bend, hop, come back. Arms strong, gaze forward, core engaged. Don't gaze back, keep your gaze forward. Heels lift, knees bend, that same tiny pop, heels to the booty, and then come back. Try to make it as light as you can. Maybe today it looks a little like this. That's okay. It can be tiny hops. Try this 1 more time. Heels lift, gaze forward, bend the knees. We're gonna hop in between the hands. Heels to the booty, in between the hands, soft landing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees slowly, come down to sit. Let's scoop the legs up, open up from your heart, flex your feet. Core is engaged, arms can float forward. We've got 3 more here. Lower down to your hover. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Switch the ankle, weird one on top, knees into the chest, plant your palms, come back to downward facing dog. We're gonna try this one more round. Right leg will reach to the sky. Turn your right toes to face down. Gaze at your fingertips. Walk your hands once more a bit toward your foot. Bend your left knee only, the one you're standing on. Gaze forward. You're gonna take a tiny pop, switch your legs, land on the right. Keep the gaze forward. Do it again. Bend the right, switch, kick. Maybe you get a little bit more air where you come up over the shoulders and then switch. Let's take it one more time. Lift, press, switch. Did we make it? Knee to the nose. Right foot through. Right arm to the sky. Take your twist. Right arm goes over your head. Circle it down. Pick your left leg up. Supported warrior 3. So this is where things can get fun. Maybe you stay and balance, hands around your ankle, hold. If you have the space, take yourself to the wall. You'll bring your hands about a hand distance from the wall. Right foot down, left leg up, gaze forward, core engaged, bend the right leg. The right leg is the one gonna lead you up. Press down, arms stay straight. Try to bring your left leg up to the wall, then maybe your right leg up to the wall. Otherwise, stay here. If you can, bring both legs together, squeeze in tight, press and lift. Try not to keep your booty on the wall. Squeeze in tight, gaze in between your palms. Right foot comes down, left foot comes down. Stay low, forward fold. Feet hip distance, grab elbows. Maybe take a sway side to side. And then we'll release our arms, bend the knees, tuck the chin in, roll slowly up to stand. Shoulders down and back. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, dive it all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen out halfway. Exhale, hands come down, step your way back to downward facing dog. Got one more side. Left leg will reach up to the sky. So before you go anywhere, gaze at your hands, walk your hands a bit closer to your foot. The right leg is the only one bending, the one standing. This leg is spired up and strong. It's a tiny switch in the air. It can be small, it doesn't have to be anything. It's just where your arms stay engaged, your gaze stays forward. Tiny switch. And you're just getting the weight in your hands. Do it again. Switch and lift. One more. Switch and lift. Knee to your nose, shift forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Right arm down, left arm high, take your twist. Should feel nice. Left arm goes over your head, circle it around the foot. Walk your hands forward. You might come to the wall again. Pick your right leg off the floor. Square up your hips, hug from your belly. You have the same option to wrap your arms around the leg and take a balance and hold. Otherwise, come back to the wall about a palm hand distance apart from the wall. Left leg down, right leg up. Square up your hips, strong arms, press out of the floor. Bend your left knee. It's a tiny pop. Lift up. And then lower. If you don't make it, that's okay. It's the prep. The wall will catch you though. Arms have to stay strong. Keep gazing forward. Bend the left knee. Again, try to hit the wall. Lower down. Let's take it one more time. Lift up. Find the wall. Maybe you're here. Maybe you bring the legs together. Squeeze it in. Press out of the floor. Squeeze in. Left leg down first. Right leg will join. Forward fold. Grab elbows. Soft knees. Shake it out. All right, bend the knees, have a seat. Good, give your wrist just a little circle, bring the soles of your feet together. Hands to your shins or your ankles, lift from your heart. Take a fold all the way down. One big breath in, exhale, fold, fold, fold. And then roll your way all the way up. Good, knees come in. Let's slide our legs out. Flex your toes. Lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way over. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, forward fold. And tuck the chin in, reach forward. Let's slowly come all the way down onto our backs. Nice and easy. Hug your knees in toward your belly. Give yourself a squeeze. Press the feet down hip distance apart, toes forward. Lift your hips, take a bridge. Press down into your palms, press down into your shoulders, engage the back sides. Take an inhale, take an exhale. One more in, one more out. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, slowly come down. Windshield wiper left and right. Get out of your back, get out of your hips. Hug your knees back in toward your belly. Squeeze it in tight. Rock and roll once or twice. Come up to sit. Good. Nice and easy. We'll lift our arms to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Thanking yourself for your practice, and I thank you for joining. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.